Sex addiction therapy can be long and intense, often taking 5 years to complete. But for those who arrive at this point, it's been a downward spiral that usually has ties to a problem in their childhood. That million-dollar smile and gazillions in endorsement deals made Tiger Woods a magnet for the ladies. But his perfect family man image was shattered when his affairs were made public.
Can you please take your name off your phone? My wife went through my phone and maybe calling you.
He disappeared for months. Then came word he was in rehab for sex addiction. This man, who we'll call Bob, is a recovering sex addict.
I would do it at work, I would do it at home, and it got to be a problem.
20 encounters later, and his urge for the perfect woman was never met.
I'd actually met a woman who kind of met sort of my ideal of what I was looking for, but I wasn't any happier.
Bob was fired for slacking off by surfing the net for women and for pornography. His wife never suspected a thing.
I was very good at hiding everything.
With the urging of a woman he met on the internet, Bob told his wife and entered intense rehab.
Initially, she was very, very upset. Luckily, we got some great support very quickly.
Another man who only agreed to an interview by internet said it's important for this to be taken seriously as an addiction and an illness that can be treated and cured. Dr. Joe Kort is a psychotherapist who specializes in sex addiction. He takes people through a 12-step program.
This isn't about sex being a problem, it's one's relationship to sex that's the problem.
Dr. Kort says the internet has unleashed a monster that's difficult to control for men and for women.
The internet, we call it the AAA engine. It's affordable, it's accessible, it's anonymous.
Experts compare sex addiction to crack cocaine and says it's usually rooted in childhood. Dr. Kort says in group therapy, you can share your struggles with people who understand you.
I tell them when you get there, everyone there has had similar kinds of issues. Loss of control around sexuality.
Medications for obsessive-compulsive disorders help too. Statistics show about 5% of our population are sex addicts. But now, with the age of the internet, women sex addicts have risen by 40%. The internet gives you a cloak of secrecy and invincibility.
I was never very good at meeting women, so the internet became sort of a very safe place for me to do that.
And Bob, who's now 39 and considered recovered, says for people who say Tiger is using sex addiction as an excuse, is dead wrong.
So when you watch someone like Tiger Woods come forward and say he's a sex addict and you watched his press conference, did you believe him?
Yeah, when I hear Tiger say that he's not ready to return to golf and he needs to spend a lot more time in therapy and with his wife and making amends, I agree with all of those things.
Have you all mended your broken marriage, and is everything fine now?
Yeah, my marriage is great. We're very happy, and we just had another baby. So, yeah, my life is going really well right now.
Carolyn Clifford, Channel 7, Action News.